Hey guys, what's up? Gamer Joe Coffee here. Today I'm here with my Gamer Joe Coffee merch. Finally came in. Look at that. Look, I love that little mug, dude. So I'm here with that, and I'm here to cover another one of the hidden treasure chests. I have another video planned deep diving into some of the garden stuff, but I didn't get all the numbers crunched, and I'll cover that in the future. But for now, we're going to cover Prismbeard's Voyage in Bahari Bay. This chest gives you the Starry Sea Wallpaper, 186 gold, and an epic pirate treasure chest. So stick tight. On the other side, we're fixing to dive straight in to how to get the Prismbeard's Voyage treasure. Okay guys, so Prismbeard's Voyage treasure. This is a treasure that consists of 4 statues in Bahari Bay. You've probably seen 1 or 2 of them at least floating around. You might not know what they were for, but the key is if you visit all 4, you will receive the treasure chest and the Starry Sea Wallpaper, which we'll take a look at right at the end of this video. The trick is you can start at 1 of 3 of the statues, but you have to visit the 4th one last. So I'm just going to go down the list in the order I have them here. The first one starts northwest of the Proudhorn Pass marker on the map here. You can see I have it marked here. This is the first statue here. It is up on this little like cliff face. When you interact with it, this red book will appear, and if you read it, it says, "Been a long time since I thought of my story, but I'm running out of days to tell it. If you be seeking the vault of the prestigious Prismbeard, you're on the right trail. But became a pirate for one reason, to tick off my father. Ain't common in Grimalkin culture to stay close to your parents, but I did just to spite him. The name of my ship, Eobard's Revenge, is his. No, he hated that more than anything. I heard even his neighbors would ask him about my pillagings. Slowly built out a crew, Grimalkin and Majiri alike, we became the merriest band of vault raiders this side of Palia ever did see. Everything changed when I finally met Camilla. She had me at sword point right at this very cliffside. The rest of this story is one only a real treasure hunter can know. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow Prismbeard's journey. You're going to read the little pieces of his tale in the background. And then at the end, you're going to get rewarded with that Starry Sea Wallpaper, which is really cool, and we'll look at that. So this is the first one. Come up to it, and as long as you can read this book here, you've done what you need to do. And then we'll go on to the next one and show you guys how to get this treasure. Okay guys, so the next one is south of the outskirts. I did try to put these in an order that made sense as far as physically moving from one to the other instead of just in whatever order they were in. So this second one that we're going to cover is in the south of the outskirts, right here next to this mountainside thing here. If you come down here, you'll see this ruin and the little guy is hiding behind the ruins. We grab that book and it says, I guess you noticed the mix of Majara and human ruins. I wasn't exactly going to build this vault myself. Been telling a story of the greatest vault raid to ever happen. Camilla had finally found the great vault of Grimalkin, and we just needed to get through it. Suppose this is where things kind of get sad. The traps on the vault, they were too dangerous to be sending the crew into. Told her not to go in. Tried to tell her we had already had enough to live out our lives to old age. She pulled rank on me for the first time in years. Sent me to my own brig. She took the crew in, and I don't know what happened in there. I waited 1 day, 2 days. On the 3rd, I broke out of the brig. I had a spare key. When I came to the deck, there was no sign of them. By the 7th day on that blasted island, I finally accepted the truth. Not all vaults are meant to be pilfered. Managed to sail Eobard's Revenge back to port myself, and did some things I'm not proud of. Eventually, I put up some memorials for the crew in that garden in Kilima. I visit them every so often. Much as I love for you to think me as a legend, I'm just a Grimalkin. And once you understand my tale, perhaps you'll have a treasure of your own. So he's referencing the graves that we found in that garden, a remembrance garden, that we got one of our previous chests from. So that's kind of a cool tie-in to the previous chest that we found. But this is the second one, the second location, and now we'll move on to the third. Okay guys, so the third and final of the normal statues is here. It is just southeast of the Pulsewater Plains on this cliff here. There's this little campsite that you'll find, and you'll find the statue right here. Once you interact with it, you'll get the red book that says, "Where was I? Right? Met the love of my life with a sword at my throat. She'd gotten each and every member of me crew loaded to the gunwales at our camp, then sent them back to the ship. Once I was alone, she followed me up to the hill when I went to drop some water weight and had me at sword point before I could call for help. Not that it'd do any good. She said she had the map to the greatest Gomorcan vault of all time and was taking me, ship, and crew to find it. Unfortunately for her, she couldn't resist my catty charms. Convinced her to take me with her, and I became her first mate. The path to the Great Vault was an adventure too incredible and salty to describe, and the whole time we grew closer and closer. Camped up and down this shore, I'd like to think this very camp was where we fell in love. After 2 years of searching, I began to question whether we even cared anymore. Camilla, however, never forgot, and one day we made landfall near the vault. The story is a whole treasure on its own, and I'm out of dry paper. I'll save it for the next statue." So this is technically the second statue. I went ahead and covered the third statue second because physically in the world it's a little closer than this one was to the last one. So I kind of did these in like map proximity. But this is the second part of the story. We covered the third part of the story, and last we'll cover the final part and the treasure chest in just a moment. Okay guys, this is the last and final statue. This is where you find your treasure. You'll come here south of the flooded steps to this little podium looking thing here. You probably have seen this before, but there's multiple, there's like a little statue guy, there's multiple ruins, a little square piece. What you're going to do is you're going to talk to this statue and you should get your reward. There should be a chest waiting right here. So you solved it. Enjoy the treasure of Prismbeard the Prestigious, you lubber. Truth is, any real treasure I had is long gone. The crew, the gal, the ship. Well, not the ship. Still have that. And I'll sink it before the likes of you can have it. Funny to write that. Always thought that line was something corny that lubbers repeated to make themselves feel better. And don't get me wrong, treasure is great, but I spent most of it buying the crew and Camilla lovely things. And to get the heat off our backs. Seeing them happy, well, that made me happier than any gold locked in a vault ever could. You can't spend it when you're dead, yeah? The doc said I ain't got many good years left. Thing is, I still got my ship, a few good lads, and a heart ready to be filled with adventures. Plus, I hear word of some waters that might cure my ails way out there across the sea. The real treasure, the memories of those old people, those old adventures, that'll stick with me till the end. Camilla made these for me before she passed. Hope her memory can bring you as much joy as it brings me. So that's a nice, sweet little story looking into Prismbeard's past and what his adventures and stuff like that. We did see more of Prismbeard show up in the Elderwoods, which is kind of cool. I like to see that too. So right here, the chest should be waiting. This is an epic pirate treasure chest. You'll get the chest, you'll get 186 gold, and you'll receive the Starry Sea Wallpaper. As before, we're going to go take a look at it, see what you guys think, and see what you guys might have uses for it. I don't think I currently use it right now, but who knows? Maybe I'll find a good use for it, or maybe you guys will suggest one and I'll use it. We'll see. Okay, guys, so we are at my house as before. This here is the Starry Sea Wallpaper. This is the reward for the chest. It's got this cool, like, light bluish aquamarine colored background with stars and then like a cool brick underneath it. It's a cool design, but I don't really have a necessary use for it. It don't look bad on this wall, but I do kind of like the little green entryway I have here. I'm still using the you can see I've still got the nautical board from the last video still on the wall, so we'll go ahead and put this one up. Might as well, right? It looks really, really cool though. It's got a cool design. It's kind of unique. It's kind of got that like beadboard separation, but with bricks instead. One cool thing I did see when I was looking at this though, however, is that if we come over here and we use this as a bottom board, you kind of got like a brick flooring. Like it kind of gives you like a brick foundation, a brick base, which is kind of cool looking. I don't mind that, and I might actually use that for something. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so that would be a really cool use for it. I don't know if I'm going to use the wallpaper necessarily, but I do like it as like a board trim at the bottom. That's kind of cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys either had this or you guys are going to go get it. It is a cool wallpaper, and I mean, it's a one-time unlock. You might as well go unlock it, and if you decide to use it later, it's always there as an option. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. I do appreciate you guys watching. I do appreciate all the subscriptions on all the everything. I do appreciate everybody, all the comments and all the likes and everything. You guys are amazing. And hopefully I'll see you guys in some of my live streams. I do occasionally play Palia. I don't get to play as much anymore because I'm just playing a lot of different things on stream, and I do work a lot, so it is kind of killed some of my Palia time. But I do really enjoy this game, and I do really enjoy seeing the new stuff come out when they do new releases. So hopefully this video helped you out, and hopefully you guys having an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. I'll see you guys next time. All right, everyone, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next adventure. I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comments. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up down there. One last thing before I go, a little bit of a dad joke for you. I know. Why don't coffee beans ever get in trouble? Because they know how to espresso themselves without causing a stir. Okay. That's enough pun for one day. Stay caffeinated, stay awesome. Hope you guys have an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to all my YouTube members for your amazing support. It truly means the world and helps us keep this channel going. I really do appreciate it.